All right, welcome Plumas Pines to beautiful Lake Almanor. All these folks out here watching the weigh-ins live, and for all of you watching at home on social media, welcome to Lake Almanor. Man, this scenery behind us is absolutely stunning. Snow-capped mountains, green trees, something we don't see back home in Phoenix, not this big. But we had 43 of our apex anglers blast off this morning in frigid weather, just in the high 30s, and it's warmed up to about the low 70s here. And in just a second, we're going to see how they did. If you guys are at home or watching from home, remember Tourney X is the best way to see how these guys are doing throughout the day. You can follow your favorite angler or follow all the anglers, see how many fish they've caught, the weight that they've had. What an awesome experience to just be able to follow someone that you really like, especially for all you family members out there. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors who help make this happen: A&M Graphics, Excel Marketing, AccuCall, Bass Cat Boats, Ben Green Insurance, Bob's Machine Shop, Bridgeford Food, Dish Network, Duo International, Fisherman's Warehouse Megastore, Garmin, Mercury Marine, Navionics, Next Gen Lithium, PowerPole, Price Family Dealerships, Roman Made, St. Croix, Signature Gates and Welding System, Valley Outdoors, Super Clean, and of course, Wood Brothers Flooring. So this is the first stop of the Apex 2023 Pro Tour. We're at Lake Almanor, and for those of you that aren't familiar with Apex, it's a Pro Tour that these guys qualify through the Pro-Am Series, and each year from here on out, the top percentage that is determined by the entries takes over, and the bottom 10% of Apex falls off, and it's just kind of a circular rotation of anglers that come in and out. These guys get 3 days of fishing. The first 2 days, the whole field gets to fish, and the top 10 is determined by 2 different methods, not your standard 5 big fish. So 5 of them come from your standard method, but the other 5 come from the total amount of fish that are caught throughout the day. And then the top 10 is created. On day 3, the weights are zeroed out, and the top 10 gets to compete, and they come in and weigh their best 5 fish to crown the winner of each event. So, coming up to the scales, we have Johnny Johnson from Lakeside, Arizona. All right, Johnny. All right, total weight, 12.08, 12.08. Good job. Good start to day 1. How was it for you?
You know, it was tough. I think a lot of anglers had a tough time today, but had a lot of fun. There's nothing like white knuckling a lake you've never been on before, first thing in the morning with a little fog on the on the water, and getting out there and finding a spot to fish. But had a blast, man. I'll tell you, I love this lake. It's got some good smallies in it. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Good times as always. Thank you, Johnny. All right, coming up to the scales next from Gilbert, Arizona, or wherever he decides to stop his RV, Matt Shura. Yeah, we'll get a photo of this nice smallmouth here. Total weight, 8.12, 8.12. We're going to get a quick photo of this nice large smallmouth. What a fish. Look at the colors on that. Nice. Good job, Matt. Matt, come right up here to the middle. Good job.
What an awesome place, man. Just beautiful country, probably the neatest place I've ever been to. The pine trees and 4-pound smallmouth, and had some other chances. You know, those smallies are hard to get in, especially when they're that big, and it's awesome. Real nice fish today. Again, beautiful place, and I'll for sure be back. Thanks to, you know, the host and all our sponsors that brought us here, because I never even heard of this place, so it's pretty cool.
Well, we appreciate it. We want you to give us all your secrets on day 1, so we'll talk to you more tomorrow on day 2. All right, coming up next, Bill O'Shin from Auburn, California. Get a total weight here. Total weight, 2.42. All right, Bill's been with Apex since the beginning, one of our more consistent anglers. Not the start that he wanted, but Bill, how was your day one?
You know, it started off pretty fast. I had 3 bites in the first like 20, 30 minutes, and I really thought the area I was in was gonna pop off, and I just waited all day long for it to go. It's one of those areas on this lake where tournaments are typically won this time of year. So, you know, I'm probably gonna go back there again tomorrow and just see if this warm weather is gonna do something for me.
All right, yeah, a lot of anglers talking about the warm weather and the changes it's going to bring. So we'll see how day 2 goes. Thank you, Bill. All right, coming up to the scales, winner of Trinity Lake, Nick Salvucci from, how do I say that city correctly? Atascadero, California. All right, we'll get total weight here. Total weight, 13.97 pounds, 13.97. That currently has you in first place. Always catching a lot of big fish, over 30 pounds, 2 days at Trinity. How was it today?
It was fun. It was cold this morning, but they were biting. I kind of limit probably the first hour and a half, and then kind of went on a little bit of a lull. Warmed up in shorts and sandals. So, but I think it's going to be good tomorrow. I mean, I've seen some stuff this afternoon, but it should be good tomorrow.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We'll see you on day 2. All right. New to Apex this year, Mason Maccabee from Bakersfield, California. Let's get a total weight for you, Mason. All righty, total weight, 5.12, 5.12. Mason, first tournament of an Apex event. What did you think?
It was fun. Kind of nervous with the whole Tourney X, making sure I did everything right, but it was fun. I hope tomorrow's better.
How often do you drive to a lake that you've never been to or rarely been to with 30 days off limits, no practice, and just started fishing?
Never.
Well, welcome to the Apex Pro Tour. We appreciate you joining us this year. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, Hayden Lee from Angels Camp, California. All right, this is going to be a good bag of fish right here. Our new leader, 16.87 pounds, 16.87. Good job, Hayden. Don't give us all your secrets. Day 1 was pretty good for you. Tell us a little bit about it. Absolutely. Stand right here in the middle. Hard to find the big one when they're all big. All right, some awesome smallmouth there. Real quick on your day 1, how was it?
It was fun. It's a fun lake. I didn't really find too many fish. I found pretty much 2 or 3 spots, and the morning was pretty slow, and I ended up picking it up later in the day. But the morning I caught my big ones, but I think I only had 3 fish by like 9 or 10. Yep.
Well, you found the right ones on those 2 spots, so we'll see how day 2 goes for you. Good job. All right, coming up next, Scott Hellison from Paso Robles, California. This guy was lighting up Tourney X all morning. All right. Oh, boy, Hayden. New leader, 17.58 pounds, 17.58. Good job, Scott. I know you lit up Tourney X all morning, and I believe in number counts, you're also leading. So we'll get to that. Let's get a couple photos here. All right, let's get a come here real quick. Oh, yeah, real quick. How was your day 1?
It was awesome. Like I said, I caught them pretty early. By about 9:30, I had the weight I have and the majority of those keepers. So got to figure something out in the afternoon, kind of keep the day going tomorrow. But it was a fun day, awesome lake, first time here, and I just landed on them, and man, those smallies are fun.
Oh, great job on day one. We'll see how day two pans out for you. Thank you, Scott. All right, coming up now, Randy Maccabee from Bakersfield, California. Let's get a total weight for you. Hold on there. Lively fish here. All right, total weight 4.96, 4.96. Not the weight that you probably wanted to start off with, Randy, but you always seem to do really well. And remember, you can qualify tomorrow with a numbers keeper count versus weight. So anything that you want to try different tomorrow?
I don't know. I'm more confused this afternoon than I was when I started this morning, so I have no idea what I'm going to go do.
The joys of fishing Apex. So good job, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right, we got Zach Thompson from Alameda, California coming up. Get a total weight for Zach here. Another good bag of fish. These weights are going to be close. 14.92, 14.92. You want to grab a photo of one of these? That currently has you in third place. It's just the first flight, but all right, don't tell us all your secrets. Just let us know how day one went for you.
Yeah, today was fun. I landed on this morning and caught quite a few keepers in the morning, had a limit pretty early, and didn't execute very well. Landing these smallmouth is tough for a guy who's used to boat flipping them with braid, so I broke a few off trying to land them, unfortunately, but we'll see how tomorrow goes. I had a lot of fun. This lake is amazing. It's beautiful. There's a ton of fish here. It's just they're not that easy to catch, but once you figure out how to get a few of them to bite, you seem to run a pattern with it. So hopefully tomorrow I can catch a lot more keepers and a little bit more weight.
All righty, well, good start to day one. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, from Oroville, California, Alex Klein, our super clean pro, always looking super clean. All right, we got a total weight of 10.22, 10.22. You got a couple you want to take for photos? All right, well, we have day two tomorrow. You're still right there in it. How was your day one?
It was tough. I only weighed in 4 fish today. I had number 5 on twice today and lost them both times. That's just how it goes. The no practice thing in Apex is very hard because you got to either land on them or figure it out in a hurry because these guys can catch them as you're seeing. So yeah, it was just tough. So hopefully go out there tomorrow and catch them.
All right, well, we'll see how day two goes. Thank you. Another angler from Oroville, California, Ryan Friend. See his day one limit here. Total weight. Oh, wow. 17.09 pounds. 17.09. Currently has you in second place. Let's grab a couple fish for some photos here. All right, well, that currently has you in second place. That's a good start to the day. Anything you want to change or do different tomorrow?
No, hopefully they bite again tomorrow. Like Alex said, it's really tough. This morning for me, it was kind of like any, mini, miny, mo. Where do I want to go? And I just pull up to a spot, got one good one. You think maybe something's going to build, and then it doesn't, and you move, and you move, and you move. And finally, I found a little area I could able to put some bites together. So hopefully it happens again.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to be out on the water and did watch him catch a nice brown trout. Probably would have fed a family of 4. So how was that fight?
Yeah, that was a nice one. There's some nice ones in here. I seen quite a few guys catch some today, actually.
This lake is just absolutely amazing. Well, thank you, Ryan. We will see you tomorrow. All right. We have newcomer Billy Hines from Vacaville, California. Yep, total weight here. 11.35 pounds, 11.35. You have one you want to take a photo of? All right, Billy is joining us for the first time this year in 2023. Billy was a Tackle Warehouse MLF tour angler. He joined us in Apex. So you're used to your
taking and downloading and trying to think of, okay, make sure I do it right, and I didn't want to lose a fish, so got to figure it out, though. By the end of the day, it was pretty easy. So hopefully tomorrow, everything go a little more smooth, I get a little more settled in, and with a little more weight.
Awesome. Well, we really appreciate you joining us for the Apex Pro Tour. Thank you, Billy. All right, we have from Jackson, California, Earl Dalton III. We'll get a total weight here. All right, total weight 6.24, 6.24. You have one you want to take a photo of? Let's get one. They look great in there. These fish are definitely healthy. All right, Earl. Want to talk? No. All right. A man of little words just shows his performance out on the lake. All right, another tour angler that's been fishing with us for a couple years from Oakdale, California, Ish Monroe. We'll get a total weight here. Total weight, 9.94, 9.94. Grab a photo here. Alrighty, Ish. Well, you've fished MLF, Bass Elites. This is a little bit of different format. It's your second year fishing with us. How do you feel you've adapted to fishing Apex and our different style of weighing the fish, pictures, and all that?
It's a little slower pace for me because you got to stop, and I'm so wanting to just throw them in a live well or just catch them, weigh them, and keep on going. It has to slow me down at times, and I get like, oh yeah, I got to take a picture. Oh yeah, I got to do this. I got to do that. But it's a pretty cool format. I had a great time last year. Finished top 10 in the points last year. Had all really great events. I do love this format. I love the no practice because you just get to show up. And this lake definitely has them. I mean, we see 17, 18-pound bags of smallmouth. That's a great bag. And, guys caught a lot of fish. I've seen a lot of fish out there, and just know that, typical tournament time, we're always either a week early or a week late from it being completely wide open. I mean, these fish are going to be up there, and they're going to go crazy, and it's going to be really good here.
Well, we appreciate your insight. Thank you so much, Ish. We'll see you tomorrow. We've heard several of our anglers talk about being able to see these fish, and I know they just had 4 feet added to the water level in the last couple weeks, and it's cooled down a little bit, and now we have a heating trend coming through. In a couple days, the weather's going to be in the 80s, so we'll see what happens. Coming up next from Discovery Bay, California, Gregory Troughton. All right, total weight. 6.83 pounds. Let's grab one for a photo here, Greg. Don't tell us anything. Anything you want to change from day 1 to day 2? Don't give us your baits or any secrets. We'll talk to you about that tomorrow, but anything that you think you might try?
Yeah, definitely. I started in the wrong area. You got to make a choice, especially having seen the lake or been on it for 30 years. And where I started just wasn't the place to be. So I made several moves, finally ended up where the fish were and most of the fishermen, and caught a couple real quick, and then it sort of died. And then ran the whole lake to see what it looked like, and went back to an area and actually saw a whole bunch of fish move up. So I caught one more, and looking forward to starting there tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you tomorrow. One of the cool things about Apex Tour is watching the skill and knowledge of these anglers. They might have a bad day one, but since half of the field for day 3 comes from the keeper count, it's amazing to see how quickly they adapt and move up the ranks in the scoring with the keeper count. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. We got from Valley Springs, California, Stan Lefevre. Let's restart that there. Total weight, 2.10. Stan, I know it's not what you wanted, but you're one of those guys I've seen come back on day 2 and just completely destroy the field with numbers. Let's grab a photo of this real quick. One of the most patient fishermen I've ever seen. How are you feeling about tomorrow?
Better than I did. I caught that fish about 15 minutes ago, kind of figured a little something out, so we'll see what happens tomorrow.
I think it's scary when Stan figures them out, especially when there's 2 days. Thank you, Stan. All right, from Montage, California, Nick Wood. Bless you. Just kidding. I was told it was Montague. All them silent letters in there. All right, another good start, 12.47. Nick, I know you had some experience on this lake, and I didn't see anything for a little while, so I was a little worried about how you were doing, but it turned out okay.
Yeah, the area I wanted to start in, a friend of mine started there, and I think he did pretty good there. So I was trying to salvage the morning, and started catching them later in the day, and then I've seen some stuff happening this afternoon. I'm hoping that, with getting warmer, I'll tell you what, when we were here last time, we only had 30 boats, and we have 50. This lake gets real small quick.
Oh, yes, it does. Let's grab a couple photos here. I'm excited to see what day 2 is going to bring with all these anglers saying they're able to see them and the fish moving up. All righty. Thank you, Nick. All right. Coming up next from Granite Bay, California, Tony Franceschi. So much easier to say Granite Bay than wherever the heck he was from. All right. Total weight, 4.42. Let's grab a photo here. All right, just tell me a little bit about your day 1.
I was a tough day, obviously. First 3 spots I wanted to start on had boats on them, so I took my 4th stop and caught one. I actually caught 2, one short, and then I could not get bit to save my life. Found a couple of big schools later in the day, but I couldn't get them to eat, and it seemed like the bite was early today, so I'm hoping it's going to be early tomorrow. I'll try to go to those 2 schools as long as there's no boats on them tomorrow, and we'll see what happens.
All righty. Well, good luck to you. All right. This is a city I can pronounce from Arizona, Mesa, Arizona. Andrew Napoleon, owner of A&M Graphics, who helps us look so good out here and provides stickers for these anglers to make them look good on their boats.
Amigo, how we doing today?
All right. Total weight, 1.79. So I feel for you, Andrew, because coming from Arizona, when I first started Apex, this is how I was until I figured kind of how to practice differently for an event like this. So how was it for your first event in the Apex Pro Tour?
I tell you what, you don't got to feel bad for me. This place is beautiful. The people are beautiful. Everybody here has been fantastic. Even though it's my first time, really nervous on the water. All the big sticks that were out there, it was incredible to see all the big names. But this is fantastic. The TV cameras, the water, the weather. I couldn't ask for anything more. I would love to have done better, but I am enjoying myself. The people here are so fantastic. I can't thank you guys enough for everything you guys do for us everyday anglers, man. Thank you so much.
Well, we appreciate the kind words. Let's grab a quick photo here.
With this little guy?
Even the little guys need loving. We got to say, we've, as the staff, we spent our time in Chester and especially here in Plumas Pines, man, they worked extremely hard to get this place ready for us. I believe the first day that they opened up the diner was for our anglers. They provided meals for our anglers and had it open for lunch, and we got to visit Carol's Cafe just down the road. And man, you guys are just absolutely amazing out here and some of the nicest people that we've run into. All right, coming up next from Rogue River, Oregon, Colby Pearson. All right, total weight, 7.74, 7.74. Let's grab a quick photo here. All right, Colby, I know you're used to catching smallmouth, but normally the water that you're catching it on is moving down the river. So moving to the lakes, I know you're not new to fishing, but what are some of the differences that you find, and especially with no practice?
Typically when I'm fishing river systems, they just set up a lot shallower. There is quite a few fish up shallow this week here on Lake Almanor, but I think they just kind of came back up, and they're super spooky. I've actually never seen so many nice fish. They just wouldn't eat anything. I made a few adjustments towards the end of the day and caught some shorts. Had a big one come off. Happens to us all. And caught one more keeper. I just hope I can catch 15 keepers tomorrow and squeak in this thing.
All right, well, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Thank you. All right, from Turlock, California, Christian Ostrander. How are you? All right, let's get a total weight here. 4.81, 4.81. Well, I remember on the Columbia River, you going crazy and catching how many fish?
I don't know, like 100 and something.
Yeah, yeah. Let's grab a quick picture here, and we'll talk about that for a second. All right, 2 fish to start off the day here, but man, Columbia River, you want to talk about blowing up Tourney X. All of a sudden, this guy's up to 100 fish that were caught for the keeper count. What an amazing day for you. Most of them smallmouth, all of them smallmouth up there? All smallmouth. So what do you think about doing for day 2? What do you think?
Yeah, I just got to go out and catch a ton of fish. I tried everything. I was trying not to look at them. You can run the bank and see fish everywhere. And I just love throwing a jerk bait, and I can catch the bejeebies out of smallmouth on a jerk bait, and it was not happening today. I threw it all, and man, I caught one my first cast. I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be awesome, and then I caught one like 7 hours later. So
I don't know. A lot of times you hear that first cast fish is bad luck, so try to shake it off or make a short cast. So, but anyways, good job. We'll see how day 2 turns out for you. Coming up next, we have from Bend, Oregon, David Swenside. All right, David. It looks like a little bit of a rough day, but tell us a little bit about your day today. Can I just? Yeah, push it down. Get the weight that you want. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, get it up there. Always a great sport. David, how was it?
Man, it was tough. I didn't take advantage of a morning bite. I thought I would just drag myself around and catch a few fish. I caught a couple fish, and I thought, this is going to be great. But they were shorts, and I thought, well, that's okay. These are probably males. I'll just keep going. And the day ran on and on and on, and I realized I had 2 shorts, and then I lost 1 good fish at the end of the day, and that was it. It was a long, long, long day for me. My arms are sore. From casting.
That is one thing when you're fishing for a couple hours and you're like, oh man, I wonder if it's a slow day, and you check the leaderboard on Tourney X and you realize everyone else is smashing them and you're like, what am I doing wrong? It's one of the most empty gut feelings you can have.
I did not look at Tourney X on purpose because I just knew somebody was smashing them.
All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow. All right, from Folsom, California, our 2022 Apex Championship winner, Luke Johns. Got a nice bag of fish here. Total weight, 14.63, 14.63. What a start. I was, well, you know what? Let's get a couple photos here. I think it's safe to say that Luke is probably our youngest anglers in youngest angler in Apex, and we always give him a hard time asking if his mom signed off for him to be here. But man, what a heck of an angler this kid is. Tell us a little bit about day one.
Yeah, it was a fun day. So it started off real quick, and I don't know if any of you were watching Tourney X, but I mean, I was catching fish after fish in the morning until about 8:30, and then as soon as that hit, it was dead the rest of the day. I think I caught maybe 2 or 3 more keepers, and I just had to grind for them. So hopefully tomorrow I can get on a good spot in the morning again and put another 10-plus keepers in the boat and make sure that I'm fishing on Sunday or Saturday, I guess now. So, yeah, it was a fun day, though. I mean, you can't beat catching smallmouth, and especially when you're catching them the way I'm catching them, it's a blast.
You know, Luke just moved into a newer boat to him, and his old boat had this distinct red carpet. And I was for sure like, that's why he catches fish. It's the red carpet. I told him to re-carpet his new boat with red, but obviously it wasn't the carpet. So we'll figure it out. Maybe he's just a good fisherman. We'll see. All right, another newcomer to Apex from Sacramento, California, Jason Bradshaw. All right, total weight here, 6.56 pounds, 6.56. Get a couple photos. Well, how was your first experience fishing an Apex event?
Man, it was a struggle today. I started out with like a 3-pounder first thing in the morning, and I thought, man, I'm going to get after it. And I struggled all day long until the last 15 minutes. I stuck a 340. So I got my work cut out. I think I'm starting to figure a little something out. I might get a few more bites tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, day 2. We'll see how it goes. Thank you. All right, from Surprise, Arizona, Joe Uribe Jr. We got a stool for him. Come on up, Joe. Step right here. There he is. Oh, man, we travel with him and give him so much grief, but what a good sport. Always smiling. Total weight, 3.64, 3.64. All right, one of the most accomplished anglers I know in California and Arizona, and this guy can definitely make a comeback. What do you feel about your day one?
I guess my pre-fish didn't go very well today, so I think I kind of made the wrong decision. Went to the wrong end of the lake, obviously, and missed that morning window. But hey, that's fishing. Went around and looked shallow. Actually, that one fish I caught was on a bed. There was a male and a female, and I caught her, and the male would not go, and I just kept running around and changing up like everybody else, and it was definitely unusually tough. So I don't know if it was, we got the water rising, we got high pressure. We just came off a front on Monday, so obviously that had something to do with it. But obviously these guys are great fishermen, and the guys still caught them regardless. And we'll go and change it up tomorrow and try to rally up a big bag or keeper count, either one.
All righty, we'll see how day 2 goes. Thank you, Joe. Go and take his stool away there. No one trips on that. All right, coming up next from Sandpoint, Idaho, Carl Okerman. Looks like a good start to day one. 13.32, 13.32. Let's grab some photos here. All right, well, 13 pounds, that keeps you right up there, right in the hunt. You're actually in 7th place right now. How was your day one?
It was super tough out there. It took quite a while to figure out what was going on. About 9 o'clock, I hooked up the first time, broke off right at the boat, and then the rest of the fish I caught the last 2 hours. It was definitely an afternoon bite for me.
All right, one of the few people I've heard say it was an afternoon bite. Most people have been seeing them in the afternoon, but that's a good thing going into day two. So we'll see how it goes for you. Thanks for coming out. All right, coming up next, the best traveling family in bass fishing from Nevada City, California, Matthew Nadeau. All right, total weight, 12.69, 12.69. Let's grab some fish here for photos. All right, well, we got at least half the field weight in. You're in the 8th place right now. How was day one for you?
Man, it went pretty well. I'm catching them, doing what I want to be doing. I'm fishing how I like to be fishing, and I'm fishing for the species I like to catch. So, man, it could have been a great day. I had an opportunity probably to have a high teen sack today. So, I left them swimming. I caught probably at least 10 shorts between 12 and 14 inches. So I'm definitely getting the bites. The fish are moving up in the afternoon. It's, most of my fish, I would say, came before 12 o'clock, and I think I caught 3 after 12 o'clock today. So, but it's pretty cool. You can see all these big smallmouth swimming around, and it seems like if you see them, you see at least 3 to 4 or 5 fish with them. So, but I kept getting them to bite my bait, but they wouldn't hold on, looking at them. So you had to kind of back off and throw at them. And that's how I caught my fish. So, expect big weight tomorrow. I caught 10 keepers today, so I think I'm in the hunt on both ends. So, can't wait. And just want to say thank you. G-Money Jigs, Gerald Williams Electric. Man, I couldn't do this without you guys, man. I love you guys. The G-Money, you guys check them out. Punch skirts, Kitech heads, the best jig on the market, wire tied. It's you guys got to check them out. So G-Money Jigs, hooked and ion, next gen lithium. Thank you all, and thank you, John, and everybody for being out here and putting the show on. So let's do it, baby. Apex, woo!
I appreciate the thanks, but hey, I know who you're staying with in the hotel here, so your biggest sponsor.
Thank you, Real. Hey, baby, I love you. I was thinking about that on the water all day. I'm like, I'm going to give my wife the biggest thank you. So I do. I love you, baby. And thank you to my kids. They're, they're all, the support system's unbelievable. And that's my number one fan, my number one support. So, and thank you, God. Thank you, God.
Absolutely. There are only a few rooms down, and I didn't want to have to break up that fight. So, hey, how about a Team Nadeau on 3?
Team Nadeau. Team Nadeau.
Awesome. All right. Good job. Coming up from Kelseyville, California, Daniel Shelton, another newcomer to Apex. Oh, that's okay, Daniel. It happens.
Swimming today, caught a couple short ones. This lake's fishing really tough. First time here. You know how it is. So hopefully I have something really good for tomorrow. I found some fish this afternoon, and I'm going to start tomorrow.
All right. You're never out of it with the keeper count. I'm telling you. Matt there, he's one of those guys that's come in a few times in the top 10 on day 2 from keeper count, kind of down in the dumps after day 1. But keep your head up there, and we'll see how day 2 goes. Thanks for joining us. All right. coming up next from Bethel Island, California, we have Carrie Harris. All right, total weight, 2.93, 2.93. Let's get a quick photo of this, Carrie. All right, probably not the start that you wanted, but any changes for day 2?
I'm gonna just go out and go fishing. I made it to the show today. I got one, and that was tough. So tomorrow I'll just go out and go fishing and see what happens. I got some ground to make up.
Well, you live on the Delta, mainly fishing for largemouth. Do you find it a lot tougher for you specifically to change your techniques to fish for smallmouth?
I mean, smallmouth there, they've kind of been my nemesis for the last couple years. So I mean, just do what I can to catch them. Try areas that I think look good and run with that and see what happens.
All right, well, we'll see how day 2 goes. Thank you, Carrie. All right, coming up next from Dixon, California, Baby Hulk, Mark Lassane. So Mark has the most colorful bass boat, I think, on the tour right now, right? Mainly green.
Definitely bright green. Yeah, I was wondering, so if my my weights match, I got 0 and 0. Does that mean I'm the closest $100?
Well, okay, yeah. So these anglers do weigh their fish while they're out there on the water. And Tourney X, there's a contingency for the guys that weigh their fish. If their weight on Tourney X is whoever's the closest to their actual weight on stage, it's a $500 bonus check from Signature Gates and Welding. So that is a good question because you were spot on, right? Yeah. I don't know. Did you sandbag it just to get a check mark?
Yeah, that was it. That's what I did. Yeah. No, you know what? I mean, the Bass Cat and the Mercury ran great. Everything, everything worked good. Just me, I didn't work good. So, I need to change up for tomorrow and figure it out. I mean, I love this place. I've come up here. I've caught them good here. I didn't catch them good here last time we were here, and I didn't catch them good today, but we got tomorrow. So.
All right, well, we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Mark. All right, Marty knows I'm going to say this, but we got the best mustache in fishing coming up from Mesa, Arizona, Marty Lawrence. Yeah. All right, total weight here, 12.41 pounds, 12.41. Let's grab a couple for photos here. Show those people at home right there on camera. Hard to focus on those fish with that beautiful mustache between the two of them, right? How many hours you spend a day working on that thing?
I don't.
He lies. He wakes up 2 hours early just to comb that thing out, and then he hits probably the first person on the water every time. Well, how was your day 1?
Well, it started out crazy with work was just blowing up my phone, and I wanted to pull what little hair out I had this morning. Finally got that all tamed down, and then got a couple bites and calmed down a little bit, and then caught a 4-pounder, and that calmed me down even further. So, and got a couple more bites, and that's what we got.
All right. Well, he's done well on the Apex Tour, so we'll see how day 2 works out for you. Thank you, Marty. All right. Coming up next from Oakley, California, Bo Jodry, new to Apex Tour this year. All right. Total weight, 4.50, 4.50. Let's grab a photo here. Absolutely. All right. We had 11 new anglers joining us this year on the Apex Pro Tour. 11 new ones. Just right here in the center there. Bo was one of our new anglers this year. Bo, so tell me real quick, what do you think about not being able to practice, coming to a lake with an off limits and trying to figure them out?
I love it. It was a grind. It was a struggle, but I still had a blast, and I can't wait to go back out tomorrow. I caught some big trout. I caught one short fish, but just real excited for tomorrow. They're out there. These guys are catching them.
They absolutely are. We'll see you out there tomorrow. See how it works out. All right. Another newcomer to Apex Pro Tour from Wilton, California, Timothy Venkus. All right, total weight here. 5.76, 5.76. Let's grab some for a photo here, Timothy. All right, Tim, how was your day one?
Terrible. I got 3 bites all day.
It was tough, right? I get it, but you know, you're new to Apex Pro Tour. We had a 30 days off limit, no info. What did you think about having to come to this new format with no practice to a lake? Have you been here before? Never before, so first time on the lake. What'd you think?
The lake is absolutely beautiful. Looking at the smallmouth, they're quality smallmouth. I love the off limits. Don't ever take away the off limits and no information. I would like to see that across all tournaments.
Well, that's what makes us special with Apex, just a few of our different rules. So, well, we appreciate you coming out here, and we'll see how day 2 works out for you. Thank you, Timothy. All right, coming up next from Oakley, California, Nick Cloutier. Another angler that catches them everywhere he goes. Get a total weight here, Nick. Good bag of fish here. 15.46 pounds, 15.46. Let's grab a couple for photos here. Nothing better than having your family here to support you. All right, 15:46 on day 1 has you in 4th place. Had a pretty good day. What are you thinking for tomorrow?
Basically gonna do the same thing. I found one area. It was actually an area that I fished the last time we came up here. I just ran straight there because I knew that when I was here last, there was fish there. And it was just lights out first thing in the morning. Ended up with 12 scorables and 15:46. So, I mean, it's a great start. Just need to back it up tomorrow and then go swing on them on Saturday.
All right, well, that Cloutier name is always a name we see in the top 10, so we'll see how tomorrow goes. Hey, your dad's always a winner. All right. Vince Hurtado from Turlock, California. Get a total weight here. Total weight, 14.06. Let's grab a couple for photos here, Vince. Another one of our Bass Cat Mercury pros. Well, let's start with this. How'd the Bass Cat perform up here in this altitude?
I couldn't go faster than like 71.
Oh, darn. Nice smooth ride. I'm sure it was glass out there for most of the day. 7th place, 14:06. Great start. How was day one?
It was good. You know, we started off, I say we because there was about 3 or 4 of us in kind of an area, and we were all catching them. And it was, I would say for the first hour and a half, 2 hours, it was kind of steady. Everyone was just kind of getting one here and there. And then the boats started coming in, and it was just kind of like, you know, fending them off a bit. And then we just kind of spread out a bit more, and then we just had to it got tough. Honestly, I only caught, I think, about 8 or 9 fish with about 3 or 4 shorts. But all in all, it was a good day. I mean, I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Well, you're right there in striking distance, so we'll see how day 2 goes. Thank you, Vince. All right. Coming up next to the scales from Ione, California, Jason Austin, our XL Marketing Dish Network Pro. Oh. Let's just reset that. I wasn't looking at it. All right, total weight, 12.51, 12.51. Let's grab a couple photos here. Get his good side, Jen. Might have to turn around. All right, good start to day one. What are you thinking for tomorrow?
I'm going to probably do the same thing because I could only get bit for the first 2 hours. So I'm going to run in the same area and see what happens and mix it up in the afternoon. Hopefully I can get a few more keepers tomorrow, maybe add some weight.
All right, well, we'll see how it goes. Thank you, Jason. All right, coming up next from Elk Grove, California. Elk Grove? I'm pretty sure I said that in English, not Korean, right? From Costco?
Look at the crowd.
All right, total weight, 12.15 pounds, 12.15. Another senior member of the Apex Pro Tour, fished with us from the beginning. We've definitely all donated a lot of money to Ken. It's kind of hard to deal with on a regular basis. All right, Ken, we don't want to know everything, but how was your day one?
You know, I'm happy with it. It's a starting. You know, the thing with this Apex format is nobody's out of it. You know, I told people that blank today. Jared Lintner and John Pearl, the last time we were here, caught one scoreable on day one, and Pearl caught 22 the second day and was like second in the scoreable. So that's what's great about the format. You're truly never out of it. It's a little bit tricky with the weight and things like that, but we'll see how it goes. I'm actually really happy with my start. You know, Plumas Pines has been a great host, and looking forward to tomorrow.
All right, well, we'll see how tomorrow goes. Thank you, Ken. All righty, from Upper Lake, California, John Pearl. Everyone tells stories and sings songs about this guy. 12:41 to start off day one. All right, let's grab a couple for photos. Well, we heard Ken talk about it a little bit, and I do remember that time that we were here, and you only had one fish on day one and came back and made it into the top 10 from the scoreables. How are you feeling against the rest of the competition? Because you had a better day one today. What do you think about day two?
I thought it was going to be good today. I started and I caught 20 short fish before I put a keeper in the boat. They were all like 13 3/4. But tomorrow should be a little better in the morning. Now I kind of know what to do. Because they bit really well in the morning, and then as soon as the sun got up, it was a grind. You just had to go and just keep going, and then you catch one. And then you catch another one in the same spot. And then you lose one in the same spot. So that was my day today. Tomorrow should be good. Hopefully I can catch another 10 or 12 fish and make it in. Because the weights are going to be really tight.
All right, well, if I were the other anglers, I'd be a little bit nervous about John because I know what he can do when he finds a school of fish. So we'll see how it turns out. All right, from what city is that? Oh, Templeton. I have something else. Atascadero, California. Austin, bonjour. Bonjour. All right, total weight. Good start for day one. 14.02 pounds, 14.02. Good start to the day. Let's grab a couple here for photos. All right, well, we rolled up on you, and when we saw you, unintentionally broke a rod, so that kind of stinks. You got to make up for that, cash a check. But other than that, how was day one for you?
It was good. Right when you guys saw me, I had one fish, and Thomas Walking Stick, my little lucky charm, came up right after you guys left, and I caught 4 more. Yeah, so it comes and goes with Thomas. Sometimes he's really bad luck, and sometimes he's really good luck. But it's always good. It's always good to see Thomas. So it was good. I'm hoping to duplicate that again tomorrow. Maybe get in the cut. Look, on the screen here, it looks like guys caught him pretty good. So I want to say hi to my beautiful wife at home, taking care of our daughter. She's 11 months old, and she's pregnant again with dang near Irish twins. So not twins, but another baby that'll make both of them. So, love you, babe. See you soon.
All right, thank you. Well, we've worked with Thomas for 3 years, and we haven't had any good luck, so at least you have. Someone has. All right, coming up next, new to Apex Tour from Spokane, Washington, Jake Boomer. All right, total weight, 4.39, 4.39. Let's grab a photo here real quick. All right, Jake, I know you travel around the country fishing and other tours and stuff like that. A little bit different format for you. What'd you think about it?
It's really cool. I think in a lake like this, it was kind of tough, and I chose the side that looked best on the map because I've never been here before, and when I realized it wasn't good, it was probably a little late. But cool lake. I think it'll get better. I have high hopes. How's that sound?
It sounds wonderful. At least you eliminated part of the lake, so we'll see how tomorrow goes for you. All that side. Thank you, Jake. All right, another one of our great sponsors, Next Gen Lithium Batteries. And coming up from Peoria, Arizona, actually right down the road from me, Kevin Johnson. Oh, you need that weight from that bag? All right. Total weight, 5.50. Yeah, let's grab a couple photos here. All right, probably not the start that you wanted, but I can guarantee one thing with most certainty, that you probably don't even have to charge your batteries today because of how long those next gens last. But tell us a little bit, any things you're going to change for day two?
I'm going to probably change everything. I caught a lot of trout today. This is a great trout fishery. Caught some big ones.
Yeah, too bad we don't have a goonfish pot, but well, change everything except for your batteries, and then we'll see how tomorrow goes.
Got it. I got to give a shout out to my daughter. Out of the last tournament I fished, they didn't let us say anything or give any shout outs, and I got scolded big time by a 7-year-old. So, Allie, I love you, and hopefully I'll see you in a couple days.
All right. Thank you, Kevin. Always a pleasure having you out here with us. All right. I believe all of our anglers are in. I haven't heard anything different. So, again, we'd like to give our most gracious gratitude to Plumas Pines for getting this place set up for us. Boy, they were shoveling tons of snow just to have these road clear for all of our anglers. There's still snow all over the place and all around us. Snow-capped mountains is absolutely beautiful out here at Lake Almanor. For all of you people at home, if you want to find that little secret destination, come up to Lake Almanor. You'll absolutely love it. So we'll see the rest of you guys tomorrow. And before we sign off, I'm going to go ahead and thank our sponsors one more time. Of course, Andrew Napoleon Fishing with us and A&M Graphics, Excel Marketing, AccuCull, Bass Cat Boats, Ben Green Insurance, Bob's Machine Shop, Bridgeford Food, Dish Network, Duo International, Fisherman's Warehouse Megastore, Garmin, Mercury Marine, Next Gen Lithium, Navionics, PowerPole, Price Family Dealership, Roman Made, St. Croix, Signature Gates and Welding System, Super Clean, Valley Outdoors, and of course Wood Brothers Flooring. And rounding up our top 5 for today of day 1, we have Scott Hellison with 1758, Ryan Friend in second place with 1709, Hayden Lee with 1687, Nick Cloutier in fourth place with 1546, and Zach Thompson with 1492 in fifth place. All these anglers are saying they're seeing a lot of fish move up, so let's see how day 2 goes tomorrow. Thank you.